Good morning, all of you. How are you? That's good. Today, start with our civics chapter 1, power sharing. Okay? Now, all students open your books and we start power sharing. Okay? Open all students. First, students, we know about what is power sharing and why the necessity of a power sharing in a democratic country. Okay? Any students tell me features of democracy? Because it's important in a democracy, power sharing. And it's first features of a democracy, of a power sharing. Any country which enjoy democracy, in country we find that power sharing. But the power sharing method, different types and different organs and different levels of a government. First of all, we know about what is power sharing. So power sharing means, students, the power distributes in the different levels and different organs in the government. Means गवर्नमेंट के डिफरेंट लेवल्स पे डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स में पावर को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना ही कहलाता है क्या? पावर शेयरिंग. ओके, नाउ वी स्टार्ट आवर टॉपिक विद 2 केस स्टडी. फर्स्ट बेल्जियम एंड सेकंड इज श्रीलंका. ओके, एंड आफ्टर ऑल study of 2 case study, Belgium and Sri Lanka, we find out what is the importance of power sharing and what is the situations in Belgium and which kind of situations in Sri Lanka and how can they solve both. Okay, we start. Belgium first. Belgium is a small country in Europe. Belgium is a small country of Europe and its boundary line or it's covered on different countries of Europe. First, France, Netherlands, Germany and Luxembourg. Okay, you already underline this countries name: France, Luxembourg, Netherlands and Germany. And students, the populations of Belgium 1 crore. The population of Belgium, how? 1 crore. है ना? Means about half of the Indian state of Haryana. This population's 1 crore is the half of the state of Haryana. And in this country, many ethnic groups lives together. Ethnic groups means, students, different cultures, traditions, language, but they not individually identity, their collective identity in this country. But some areas, different types, language, communities lives and different cultures and different religions type. In Belgium, students 59% already 59% speaker Dutch speak. Means in this area, and which areas? This area is Flemish region. Which area? Flemish region. Means in Belgium, Flemish regions 59% speaker which language? Dutch language. That's clear? And next, 40%. Another 40% people live in Wallonia. Which country? Which place? Wallonia. And which is language speak? French. Already note. And 40% live in Wallonia and speak the language of French. And 1% persons live in German and is speak also German language. But the capital of Belgium, this name Brussels. The name of Brussels. And already a question put out here, what is the capital of Belgium? Brussels. In this place, different types already also live a linguistic base, religion base and cultural base. In place means Brussels 80% French speakers, and 20% Dutch speaker. In this case base, already we find out that different areas, different many languages have a majority, and other parts of the country, many language is in a minority. One place it is majority, but another place we find out it is also minority. And then the problem is created when some parts of where the majority they enjoy full of economical development, educational development, and many others importance priority, but which in minority they not enjoy, and their development is also letters. So in time period 1950 to 60, the time period is held 1950 to 60, and this time period also known in Belgium the tension period. Okay, which time period is known tension period? 1950 to 60. And the Dutch speakers known, and also they feel realize the majority of government or a French government is more powerful. His influence other minority communities, other linguistic community. Linguistic means students the community based on the language. Linguistic means the community or society based on a language. And some places Dutch speakers means Dutch linguistics, and some French speakers means French linguistic regions. Okay? And next, it is the first case study of Belgium, and we also find out how many types, linguistic types, community types, and cultural types live, and which time periods the tension, and why the tensions create or generate. Okay? Next case study is, students, the case study of Sri Lanka. Check. Okay. In Sri Lanka, students, Sri Lanka is emerged an independent country in 1948. Sri Lanka is confirmed as an independent country in 1948. When it is emerged independent country, it main majority in this country Sinhalas. Sinhala is a native persons or native peoples in Sri Lanka. Native means they live properly in this country. Native means they live in a properly this country. And already you find out, you saw on the maps, 74% Sinhala speakers and 18% other community, means Tamil speaker. They also native, but in 18% they divide into two parts. 15% native Sri Lankan Tamils. Native Sri Lankan Tamil means they proper belong to Sri Lanka. And rest part means 5% Tamil speakers. They come in from India. They come in from India. The work for, job for search of occupations. And many others, tea planters. In 5%, the peoples belong to many tea planters. We come into for a job search in Sri Lanka. And they also said in this country. But students, and 7% is Christians. 7% is Christian, and 1% also Muslim communities belong in this Sri Lanka or live in the country. And also we find out according to this case study, we also saw that many other language based, culture based and tradition based live in this country. And same problem is created in this country, because when the different cultures, different traditions, different language peoples live at together places, after some time some countries, some communities feel that other communities influence or suppress their communities. That's clear? Many communities, they realize that some powerful or some majority, yeah, who in the number of full, they suppress their community, their language, their cultures. And then the form when the Sri Lanka emerged in 1948, independent country, they form a democratical government. They form a democratical government, but this democratical government is inflated by majoritarianism. The democratical form the government which formed by Sri Lankan government, but in this form of government more influenced by which majoritism, and which majoritism community? Sinhalas. And why the majoritism influenced the Sinhal? Because Sinhala is proper citizens of Sri Lanka. Okay? And when the Sri Lanka independent, they form of majoritism government, then other step he held, they suppress the other communities. They avoid, and majoritism form of government, they strongly believe that who is a number and who is the powerful, they rules on their desires, whatever they want. Clear? What they want, and disregard and avoid the minorities, the language, desires, many other things. And then students, Sri Lanka passed in 1956 one act. In 1956, he passed a act. And what is act? According 1956 act, the Sinhalas is official language in Sri Lanka. In 1956, Sri Lanka passed a act, and based of or according this act, Sinhala is the official language in Sri Lanka. Okay? Clear? Yes, sir. And then after, he also priority in government job and non-government job, school, colleges, and other institutions which are influenced by the Sri Lankan government. The most priority is held enjoyed by the Sinhalas. Who belongs Sinhalas? They enjoy first priority and avoid the other communities. Okay, it's clear. And then he also most priority enjoy which religious? Buddhist. Which religious? Buddhist. Because Sinhalas the majority of Sinhalas enjoy or follows the Buddhist religions. So they also in this country announce who are follow the Buddhist religions, they are enjoy the government job, the priority of institutions, education institutions, or many others. Okay? Clear? But when the other communities, they realize after some time, the majority's government avoids their traditional, their culturals, and their political rights, and their cultural traditions. So they form a political organizations, political party in 90. Which time period? 1980. Because 1948 independent country Sri Lanka emerged, and 1956 he passed a act. According this act, the Sinhala is official language, and when the all work is complete from the majority government, the minority communities realize that this form of government not importance, not gave the value of their cultures, their educations, and many other rights. So in 1980, the minority communities form political parties, political association. And why the minority form the political associations in 1980? Because they want their political rights, and they also want the Tamil also as official language emerge in the Sri Lanka. And also they also want the provincial government in Tamil Elam for Sri Lankan Tamils. They also want the Tamil Elam. Elam means state, and the particular area which which belong the Sri Lankan Tamils, the influence this part governance by the Sri Lankan Tamils, but can fulfill their desires, their wishes? No. Majority government already know the what is the means of majority. They avoid all things of a minority, and they again avoid the all demand, all requirement of the minority communities. That's all, students. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.